Okay, I think this is recording now. Okay, in this video, I would like to focus more on the electromagnetic spectrum. So, yeah, I'll just give you a rundown. So, essentially, we all know that the alignment is from highest frequency, we have gamma ray, lowest is radio. So, let's just get down with the wavelength values. So, if you see a wavelength, by the way, the wavelength values here are all in meters. That's going to be the unit. So 10 raised to negative 14 and 10 raised until 10 raised to negative 12, that's usually associated with gamma ray. That's the range for gamma ray. For 10 raised to negative 10, that's well, it's specifically called angstrom. So that's associated with X-ray. So just remember those. We have ultraviolet. That's 10 raised to negative 8. For visible light or red GBV, 10 raised to negative 6. For infrared, that's going to be 10 raised to negative 4. Microwave is 10 raised to negative 2. And between microwave and radio wave, we have a value of 1. And by the time we reach radio wave, the wavelength value is usually 10 raised to 2 meters. Okay, so that's for the wavelength values. How about the frequency? So again, we all know that gamma ray has the highest frequency. So going to the right, the frequency would decrease. So it makes sense to say that, well, the values that you see here become smaller as we go to the right. And at the same time, I almost forgot to mention, in the wavelength values, we came from having a really small or really short wavelength raised to negative 14 until we reached 10 raised to 2. That's a pretty long value for a wavelength. So, I'm sorry, kind of sleepy. It pays well, I believe, to know, for example, you are able to find, or you have a frequency value, let's say 3 times, let's say 4 times 10 raised to 17. So if you're being asked, where could this be in the electromagnetic spectrum, which kind of radiation would this be classified into, you would know by knowing these ranges. So where does 10 raised to 17 go? So clearly it's between 19 and 16. So that corresponds to X-ray. So there's a good chance, or it's most likely, that your radiation, based on the frequency that you have, is an X-ray. So yeah. Gamma ray, that's well, 10 raised to 19 to above. So anything above that, that's obviously gamma ray. 3 times 10 raised to 19 to 10 raised to 16, that's X-ray. 10 raised to 16 to 7.5 times 10 raised to 14. Essentially just 16 to 14, that's UV. For visible light, that's, well, you just deal with anything that's within the exponent 14. So as long as there is raised to 14, that's visible light. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. For infrared, 3 times 10 raised to 14 to 3 times 10 raised to 11. For microwave, 10 raised to 12 to 10 raised to 8. For radio wave, 10 raised to 4 to 10 raised to 1. Okay, that's it for this video. Yeah, I'll make more specifically on ionic compounds formula, and yeah, giving the names of molecular compounds. Okay, thanks for watching.